If you are on any type of social media platform, then you know that short form video is everywhere, whether it's Facebook and Instagram Reels or TikToks or YouTube Shorts or Pinterest videos. Video is not going anywhere and it's everywhere. But what I hear from a lot of people is, well, I don't have enough content ideas, or we're not creative enough, or we can't come up with ideas for what we want to do. So this episode is going to give you some ideas to create a plan for your short form video so that you can develop these, batch them, get them all ready to go, and send them off into the world. Get them out there on whatever platforms your audiences are engaging with, and make the most of this increased visibility when it comes to these short form videos, because they're not going anywhere. And the beauty of it is that you can shoot most of them directly from your phone in a vertical format with little to no editing. So as you up-level your game and you get going with more, you can add more sophistication, but at least you'll have some ideas for content that you can create throughout the course of the next few months as you continue to test and work and refine. But I really hope that you decide to add short-form video into your marketing strategy, because it is such an awesome way to build trust, connect with your audience, and have a more personal connection, get more engagement, get more excitement around the things that you're doing and the work that you're creating. Increase your impact through video. That's what we're going to talk about today. But before we do, you know that it's April, a new month, which means we have a new freebie. And we talk a lot about creating video before somebody becomes a donor or before somebody signs up. But we don't really talk a lot about how you can use video to continue to nurture those relationships and keep things going strong. So go to thefirstclick.net/resources, download our freebie for April, which is all about ideas for how you can utilize video to develop deeper connections, increase your donor retention, and just make it part of your overall donor stewardship plan. So that's what we're talking about this month in April. You got it. It's all about video. So let's get into the episode.
You're listening to the Digital Marketing Therapy Podcast. I'm your host, Sammy Bedell-Mulhern. Each month, we dive deep into a digital marketing or fundraising strategy that you can implement in your organization. Each week, you'll hear from guest experts, nonprofits, and myself on best practices, tips, and resources to help you raise more money online and reach your organizational goals.
Friends, I am fighting a cold, but I wanted to still show up and record this video and this episode because I'm so excited for you. So bear with me if I sound a little froggy. Hope you're all healthy and happy where you guys are. Anyway, let's get to the meat of this episode and let's talk video. So when it comes to short form video, we're talking videos that are typically 30 to 60 seconds long. They are vertical, like I said, sometimes include audio or music, and can go on a whole bunch of platforms. We repurpose the snippets from this episode on platforms like YouTube Shorts. We put them out on Pinterest. We put them on Instagram, both Reels and Stories, Facebook Reels. We aren't on TikTok yet. We haven't made that plunge. But even without that, you can see there's a lot of ways to repurpose that content and utilize it. So it's not like you're just doing the work for one platform. So we're going to talk through some content ideas to help you kind of come up with a strategy for things that you want to create. Because what I would love for you to be able to do is sit down and really just create 5, 10, 15 videos all at once based off of the content themes that you know you've created, and then just be able to execute. So you're only having to create video every month or so, right? Or you're collecting video as you go through each month, but only actually putting the final touches on them and getting them ready to publish maybe once a month, right? There's a lot of different ways we can look at this, but let's start first at the beginning. Just like with the social media strategy, I highly recommend coming up with content themes. And these themes should be in alignment with your overall short-term and long-term goals. So you might have two different kind of groups. So you might have your general content themes, and these are going to be things that are more around brand awareness, more around kind of the general things that your organization does, the general impact, impact stories that are consistent over time. And then your short-term ones are going to be content pieces that are more geared towards when you're in a fundraising campaign, if you're gearing up for a big promotion, if you have after school registration periods, And so you want to have themes that are tied more directly to a promotional or a launch or a fundraising campaign, right? So you can kind of come up with two. So to start with today, I would love for you to just start with whichever one is most present. If you're not in a promotional period or you aren't gearing up for one, then just do your general brand awareness. But I want you to sit down and just get a piece of paper out. Think for a few minutes, just like 5 minutes, and just kind of brain dump what types of content, not like specific videos, but just like big picture things would be helpful for you to be creating content around. Think about FAQs, think about behind the scenes, think about, the community that you serve, or even, sponsors or things that you've promised donors and sponsors that, you need to produce, foundations, grants, all of that stuff. So pause this episode, get out a piece of paper, spend a couple minutes and brain dump all of the things that you think are good topics for you to discuss. Okay. Okay. How did that go? Was it awesome? So now we're going to take these and we're going to kind of prioritize and we're going to break it down. So what are the content topics that you have? So let's say you have behind the scenes. Maybe now you can start to like really develop some of the things that might fit into that category. So behind the scenes could be maybe you do a series where you have people in the office each share their favorite thing about what, working for the organization and the thing that they love most. Behind the scenes could be fun videos at a board meeting. It could be silly things like the gross part of having to work at an animal shelter, right? The animals, all the poop cleanup, things like that, just silly stuff, right? So really just that you can start to kind of brain dump a bunch of different ideas under each of the categories. Once you start doing this, more and more ideas are going to flow. And what's even better is taking some of these core themes and then just spending like 3 to 5 minutes at a staff meeting and saying, okay, who's got what for this, and this, right? And you guys will start to build off of each other. I also really love an FAQ because what people are asking about your organization, this is a great opportunity to educate people. And again, quick video. Have the executive director just sit their phone on their desk or whatever. And the question is, somebody asks you on a regular basis, does your organization do this? Answer the question. If people have questions regularly about the data or the relevancy or why your program is super necessary, answer that in a question, right? One question, one video, because remember, these are only 30 to 60 seconds. So this is just a great way for you to kind of continue to push that stuff out there. So as you start to develop this, you'll see this is going to be super easy. And all of a sudden, you'll have this big, long list of content ideas that you can share with your audience. The next place where you can get video is from videos you've already created. So I want you to think about your events, the big production that you create for your gala, the videos that you use to promote that, right? We want to make sure that we can take chunks out of that. Just slice 30 seconds of something that's really cool and repurpose it in your video. Use it to lead up to the preparation for the event to get people excited to come. Use it after to remind people about the impact and to continue to give. You've got this great content that's already out there. Repurpose it. Same, if you have a YouTube channel, go back to some of those videos that are performing really well and pull clips out of that and repurpose it and reuse it. It's going to drive more traffic to your YouTube channel as well. And you've already got that content created. You just need to reuse it. Another thing that I love is if you have long form blog content, you can actually just create videos around it. So maybe there's 3 quick wins that are in that episode or in that blog post. So just record yourself and say, hey, if you're looking to help with this recycling, here's 3 things that you can do right now to make a difference. And then you can have links and whatnot back to your blog. So just because you're not creating long form video content doesn't mean you can't take your long form content and turn it into shorts or reels, but 30 to 60 second video clips. And so the beauty of these is they're easy to batch, right? So I sit down, I finish a blog post, I send it to whomever is going to be on video, and I say, okay, here's your talking points, go. They can do 3 or 4 different videos for that post that you can drip out over a period of time, right? They don't have to be used right away. We can reshare the content over and over and over again because it's helpful. it's resources, it's value add. We want to make sure that our audience is continuing to see it over time. So we are doing our themes. We are using our blog posts to help with that theme. We're using our YouTube videos to help with those themes. We're using our promotional materials that have already been created to build into those themes. And the last kind of place to get that additional information is really just from your staff and asking them questions and reminding them, right? If you're out in the wild and you're having conversations with folks, like see if you can grab a quick video. If you run into a donor or a board member, make sure that you just take a quick video and just say, hey, like, what are you up to today? And thank you so much for supporting our organization. It might even be just video without any audio. So let's say you walk into the building and there's something really cool happening, shoot some B-roll, because what's great is you can use that in the background of some of your other videos where you're doing a voiceover or talking through things, right? Engage with people. Ask some of your younger Gen Zers, hey, what kinds of things would be fun for us to talk about and share? Enlist them to help you create some of these videos because they're going to have a lot of fun with it and have a lot of creativity. The really important thing is to make sure you have fun with it and let your personality shine. You don't need them to just be dry, super, just like, I'm standing here reading a script and this is what our organization does, right? You don't have to be dancing. You don't have to have a ton of crazy music in the background, but have fun with it. Get engaged with your audience and really see what people like and what they're connecting with. Pay attention to the videos that get the most views, but also pay attention to the ones that are getting the most comments and that people are engaging with you on, because that's going to really tell you what to create more of and how to kind of have fun with it. So the last one, I might have already said this, but the last one that I also want to mention is this is a great opportunity for you to give some additional shout outs and personalities to some of your corporate sponsors. So whether that's you going in and saying, hey, we would love to just interview 3 to 5 of your employees and kind of talk about why they're excited that your organization partners with our organization. This is going to be great for a couple of things. Number one, you're giving them bonus shout outs in content. You're highlighting their employees, but you're also giving that company, people want to work for companies that are giving back to organizations that are community minded, that are engaged. So you're also giving that company kind of that shout out as far as like this organization. Yes, they give to our company or our organization, and that's great, but they're also just giving back to the community. And these are some of the really cool people that work there. You're sharing why you're building trust with your company for other people, right? If this organization donates to us, they trust us. You're putting faces to it. It's just a win-win-win-win-win all around. And again, you can go in and spend 30 minutes somewhere and get 4 or 5 videos that you can utilize over a period of time. So maybe it's for the whole promotion of the golf tournament or whatnot. It also is a great way for you to have another conversation with that sponsor or donor. Another way for you to get in the door and have that conversation, because you call them up and you say, hey, we just really want to thank you for your contribution to this event. We would love to do this thing. Could we come by? When would be a good time, right? You have an opportunity to have a conversation face to face with somebody that's not making an ask, that's making value add for them, that's engaging. And then you also have continued opportunity to have conversation every time you post a video that includes them. Hey, just wanted to make sure you saw this. Was super fun to do it. We should do it again soon. Blah, 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 blah. So it's a great way to kind of build and strengthen that relationship in a way that I'm not really seeing anybody else do, and have fun with it. So I highly recommend incorporating video in with your donor giving and your corporate sponsorships, especially, maybe even your foundations if they're a little bit more public. Okay, so I hope that I have squashed the issue of I won't have things to talk about, because I promise you, you do. You have so many things to talk about. Even if you just do a did you know and an FAQ series, you could probably talk forever. Remember to ask yourself why and drill down on all of the topics, because you are at a very top level view. You know everything there is to know about everything in your organization. And remember that those of us that are listening are processing, short attention span, and really just want to understand one quick thing. If I want more, I'm going to deep dive and go watch all the rest of your videos. One video, one topic, 30 to 60 seconds. Don't forget those captions, because a lot of us watch and scroll in silence. So don't forget those captions. And it's so easy to do with your, even if you're just in the native apps, but get going, get started with short form video. And I can't wait to share the rest of the episodes with you this month that are all about video as well. So for now, head on over to the show notes at thefirstclick.net/251 to learn more about this episode. Grab that freebie with ideas for how to use video in donor relations. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Make sure you subscribe wherever you listen and or on YouTube. We have video versions of these on YouTube as well. But I appreciate you taking the time for this quick episode and can't wait to share all the goodness we have for you this month. We'll see you in the next one.